problem with technology is the maintenance that keeps it running, according to the experts at the Future of Trucking discussion sponsored by Mobile Delvac and conducted in partnership with CITT's Toronto Area Council at Maritime Ontario's Brampton facilities. Have a look as they explain why new technology is good, but how it creates a problem for technicians.
There's the typical electronic issues out in the industry right now. You've got corrosion and that sort of thing that are going to interfere with the system's ability to function. But you also have to look at tooling, training as well. Right now, you go back 15 years, 20 years, and you had a technician that would, fix a truck, repair an engine, repair a transmission, that sort of thing. Well, now you're tying in collision mitigation systems, GPS systems, Volvo Link, and advanced driveline automated transmissions and everything else. And you end up with a technician who will spend a lot of time in school but not actually working if he was to complete everything. So I think we need to look at having technicians that are trained specifically on certain items in order to be good at them, instead of having a rock star that's able to do everything.
Jim, it sounds like these systems really are improving safety, but it's getting pretty complicated, isn't it, on the maintenance side? All things you got to stay on top of.
Yeah, so much more than in the past. And the things that I have control on, I have control over my technicians, and I can train my technicians. But we run all over North America. So if I send that truck and it ends up out in Saskatchewan and it has a failure on a system like that, that's a safety system. So if there's not a technician immediately in the area or no parts available to fix it, or I'm in the southern US somewhere and I have the same kind of problem, as a fleet director, I make the decision to disconnect that safety component, and the driver's on his way back. What's our liability? So I wouldn't want to do anything like that to expose our company to those kinds of situations. So I have to think of that as a fleet manager. How do we support it internally? But I need that external support. The other technology that's really ramped up in the industry has also been disc brakes. Again, people look at disc brakes from a safety point of view. If that same truck breaks down in Saskatchewan or the southern US, I can roll in there with a drum brake. They know how to fix that. They've seen them for years. They have parts. If I roll in there with something new, it's like, where did you get this? And they're really not interested in some cases even get involved in it. So it has to be something that the industry starts to embrace before a fleet of our size covering what we do in North America can actually take a hold of it. I do believe in the technology. I've gone to the demonstrations. We're just not prepared to make that kind of a commitment rate at this point.